Hello, this is Shane is Bored, and today we are going to be playing Tharsis, probably the most board gamey computer game that you could possibly play. In it, you are trying to get to Mars, you are on a mission to get to Mars, and unfortunately things go awry and then you must mitigate the horrific disaster that approaches you. I have been playing a bit, so I've unlocked a few things, but we're gonna go ahead and stick with the standard crew on normal difficulty.
For any disaster. For every disaster. Not all of them at once.
Yeah, things kind of went horribly awry.
But how can we go on?
I'm going to guess you can go on with a lot of die rolling. Micrometeoroids have destroyed the pantry and crippled the ectomy. Jay Cross has been ejected into space, and Mapaya Musgrave suffered a fatal injury. Your new goal, survive. So as you can see, we're off to a great start. So the ship is made up of different modules, as you see here. If you click on ship info, it tells you what all of them do. And these little triangles of failure tell you exactly the horrible things that have happened. The little red lines are showing there's going to be damage to our intrepid little ship. I'm gonna go ahead and move my face for a second here. As you can see in the corner, that shows us how much hull we have left and how much damage we are going to be taking. Just go ahead and slide that back up. Essentially every turn, you choose a crew to go to a module, you perform various actions there, and most importantly, you try not to die horrifically. Now, although we do have some fires to put out, it's also very important to get food or repair your ship. So you're in kind of a constant struggle of what you want to be doing and what you absolutely cannot ignore. So as bad as some of these things are, I find a priority is getting food. So when you go to the food module, for example, you get to roll the dice. Now, as you can see, the specialist, Alison Silva, has 3 dice at the moment. So when you roll, you get 3 rolls of the die. And then this is kind of like Yahtzee. You can use them immediately. You can hold dice. Normally you get 1 re-roll, but the specialist gets an additional re-roll. And if we get pairs, we get to harvest food. Nothing paired up, so it doesn't really matter too much. We're gonna go ahead and do another random roll here. Okay, didn't matter. Awesome, off to a great start. We'll try rolling one more time, hope for a slightly better result. Awesome, we got a pair. So, 5, and a little equal sign there, have another 5. We got ourselves 1 food. So we have this lovely little forge just sitting here. If you don't have anything else to do in a turn, or if you just really need to, you can actually move them into research, which is awesome, because these give you special cool little things that you can do. Finish deployment and on to the next crew. I would very much like to get a little more food there, and the mechanic is super low on die. So we're gonna take a shot in the dark and hope he rolls something useful. Okay, nothing useful, but hey, he can get research. Now his special ability, if he rolled a 5, we can get some extra hull points, which would be nice, but boy, are we not gonna worry about that right now. Now, a lot of the reason I had these guys all go to the same spot is the captain is here, whose special ability, assuming I can roll a 5+, which is pretty questionable at this point, because boy, am I doing great already. But hopefully, yes, we've got more food, which is awesome. We're gonna re-roll. And even better. So with that 6, because it's a 5+, every crew gets an extra die in the module, which is awesome. Unfortunately, this 4 is completely wasted. Or is it? Because when you use your research, it gets rid of the dice that you've already used. This is one of the coolest things with the research is besides getting special abilities, it really lets you kind of gamify the whole thing. So for example, we're gonna use this snack, which gives +1 die to the active crew member, clears the research, pop it down. We're gonna go ahead and have the doctor, ooh, she's got no chance against that meteoroid strike. So we're gonna go ahead and try to get through here. Something I haven't really mentioned yet, you'll notice the doctor has 3 dice. Once you start rolling, every time you perform actions, you lose a die for next turn. So you are in a constant battle trying to keep your crap together. 5 and 4 is actually pretty good. So we're just gonna go ahead and throw those towards the repair. If we can get a 5 or 6, that would be amazing, but no, we suck. So when you have extra dice like this, you can always throw it towards research. We're gonna throw it towards repair, pretty much guaranteeing it next turn. So that's 1 whole turn. Not so bad. Oh God, it's terrible. I thought we were gonna be okay.
Things are turning sour. The crew's and my own. But if I can't lead them, we're all dead.
Nobody wants that.
Get it together.
Get your shit together, girl. Ah, yes, the fun choices. Do you ever play those games in school where you had a moral dilemma and both of your options are terrible? Well, it's kind of like this. After every turn, you get to choose one of two things. Normally, it's very similar to choosing between a giant douche and a turd sandwich, because usually you're going to get something out of it. You're also going to get some terrible, crippling thing. So in this case, we have, let's see, remember how good the ship looked when we first saw it? Yeah, it would be nice to bring it back to its former glory. You get +1 hull, but -1 dice for us being the purple and yellow. All right, team, let's make sure we're getting all this work done safely. No sense putting ourselves in even more danger. +2 assist. We haven't covered that yet, but then they also get 20% stress. I really don't want to lose any more dice than I have to, although I would like the extra hull point. So we're going to take the assist and the stress. Now, thankfully, we spent time getting food. Food you can give to a crew member gives them +3 dice, which is awesome. On to the next turn. Ooh, detecting new events. We have a damaged circuit, and apparently the absorber failed. All really fun things to deal with. As you can see, looking at our hull right now, destruction is imminent if we don't take care of some of those things. So let's go ahead and get on that science. How about it? Well, it seems like an easy thing to do is have the doctor finish this up, even though her special ability is not really going to help with anything. All right, not terrible. So that's easy enough to repair. Awesome. Crew members also accumulate stress as you play. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure what all that does, but let's just leave that between you and me. It does seem to affect the in-between game stuff. Like if your stress is very low, you generally get less horrible choices. We're gonna go ahead and reduce stress just because seems like a good idea. Of course, those 4s are really helping right now, so let's get a reroll, see if we get something better. All right, cool. So we are loading up all kinds of research, which is great. You can also give +1 health to every crew in the module since it's just her, although her health is a little low. Okay, we're gonna give her some health. She could probably use it. Finish deployment, on to the next person. A big part of this game, besides the synth-heavy, sultry tones of the 80s, is figuring out which fires you absolutely have to put out and which ones can wait. -2 health for all would be very bad, but it's not as bad as having your whole damn ship just blow up. So we're going to take the mechanic, we're going to go all the way to the back of the ship where the hull repair is. And you're going to notice it says -1 health. If you try to walk through an area that has a crisis happening in it, you take damage for going through it. But we're going to do that because, wow, we really need to get some of this stuff finished up. Oh my god, why is my ear so itchy? Oh god, why is it so itchy? Now at this point, you may have noticed things that say injury, void, and stasis as we've been playing. Good, it came up. So, if those dice come up, bad things happen. Injury, you lose health. Void, your die is gone. Okay, bye! And stasis means that die is locked. Now, the assists that you see in the upper corner here prevent bad things from happening, so that's why horrible stuff didn't have to happen. We are going to repair that, which is perfect. Ooh, yeah. So we're going to hold on to that 6 and that 5. We're going to see if we can get a pair, because that hull repair is way... Ah, cool! So 2 and 2 gets +2 to the hull. We can use the 5 or the 6 to get another additional 1 for the hull. That's the mechanics special ability. And also get a little more research done, which is fantastic, like a unicorn. And 1 crisis down, like a billion to go. As much as I'd love to clear out all the damage, -2 health seems like a much bigger problem to worry about. Yeah, we gotta deal with this. All right, so deploy. We're gonna roll and see what happens. Nothing terrible happened there. We're gonna hold on to the 5 because I want to see if I can do this with 2 dice and not 3. All right, could have been worse. That's a huge part of the game, by the way. First off, understand how dice work and what averages are. Super important. There is a ton of luck involved, and a lot of people complain about it and say it's too luck dependent, it's too difficult. But really, it's about mitigating disaster. It's about risk versus reward, and sometimes it just doesn't work out. Great thing about this module is you can get more dice backs. We're going to use that so the specialist is looking a little bit better. Finish our turn. We have only the captain left. I don't feel like I need to worry too much about the meteoroid strike, although I will say the next week, if you look at the top where it says deploy crew, it gives you an idea of what horrible things are going to befall you. And red is, well, red is bad, but I really want some more food, so we're going to keep the captain there. Hopefully, we can get a pair Get some more food, or 3 pairs would be awesome. As much as I hate to burn 6s, I very much would like to gain more stuff. Yeah! Sweet! That's right, take risks. It always pays off. So the 3 we're gonna use for research. And that turn really couldn't have went much better than that. Finished deployment, impending damage. Oh, I wonder if, oh, damn it, it hurts. It hurts so bad.
I let my fear get the better of me, but the others have proven me wrong.
Aw.
I'm proud of how the crew has come together.
Damn right, we make a good team. We tight, yo.
We might actually have a chance.
Dude, we tight, all right? We so tight. Welcome back to Giant Douche or Turd Sandwich. Let's see what we have to offer today. It's really simple. We need to focus on keeping the iiiiiiiiiin intact and operational. +1 hull, 10% stress for all crew, or 1 figure cannot lift a pebble. We need these supplies to work together. +1 food, -1 health for them. You know, the +10 stress is actually not that bad, so we're gonna go ahead and go with that. So we'll finish that up. On to the next turn, detecting which horrible events are going to attack us now. Well, that's terrible. On the bright side, our ship is not completely likely to be destroyed. You do get 1 more assist every turn too, which is very nice. We're gonna start off with the mechanic, because this shouldn't be too hard to do, and wow, we really need to get rid of it. All right, not too shabby. So 5 and 9, I'll get rid of that. And even better, we lucked out and got a pair. Pretty much the perfect possible turn for that guy. Wow, these are bad. The ship's looking pretty good, so we don't really need to worry about that. -2 health might literally kill us. So we're gonna have the specialist pop on down there. God, that is so much. I'm not really crazy about any of the research that we have right now. So if you click down here with a little refresh and use that, you can spend 1 research to get more options. One of them is repairing a module, which might super come in handy. So let's hope it doesn't come to that, but if we need it, we need it. All right, not bad. 6 and 5 are easy. Let's hold on to the 4 because I don't think I can do much better, and I'll take a risk on the die roll. Hopefully we don't get damaged. All right, cool. So research is a huge part of this game. We're gonna use the special tools. 7 damage has been healed. Fixes that up real nice. We've still got a 4 left over. You know what, let's see if we can reduce that stress. So we need a 5 or a 6. Nope, instead it's a lousy, shitty 1, which is fine though because we can use that for research. As I was saying earlier, a lot of people have complained about the difficulty of this game and how it's very unfair and very harsh. And it is a difficult game. As you play it a little bit though, a lot of the bad luck can be mitigated. Sometimes you just have an unbelievably terrible roll, not much you can do about it. I think that wasn't great, but wasn't terrible, so void just gets rid of your die, bye-bye. Sometimes there's just not a whole lot you can do about it. Just bad things are going to happen. We're gonna reroll, see if we can get a pair, because I'd love to get some more food. Nope, we're just gonna have the die go away. That's fine too, that's great. We'll give them their die back. Oh yeah, crap. I was actually gonna try to solve that thing and I just 100% forgot. All right, well let's see if we can get that taken care of because I would really like to not lose food. Oh my God, could that have been any worse? So as I was saying, sometimes bad things just happen. All right, well at least we can fix it, so that's good, I guess. But really, the biggest part of this game...
Checked our food stores, and it looks grim. We lost more than half our supplies with the module. If we don't find some creative solutions, we'll starve before we ever reach Mars.
Ooh, I wonder what these creative solutions are. All right, I need to take some time off to calm down. I keep thinking of all these crazy thoughts and I can't trust myself. -30% stress, that's cool. All right, it's going to take a ton of work, but we can squeeze more food out of this beast. +1 food. Oh God, -2 dice. If you don't choose it, they get stressed out. Yeah, I'm not losing 2 dice. Oh no! We're desperate for food. We've got the option of tasty, tasty human bits. I don't think we're really that desperate right now, so boy, am I just not gonna do that option. Yeah, it's gross. This mechanic is pretty much single-handedly making sure our ship doesn't explode. I think we're gonna go with him. Oh good, what new events will follow us this time? You know what, manageable, not too bad. As I was saying, people say this game is super difficult. It's not easy. It's about managing the events as much as it is about managing your crew and your dice, taking risks when it's a good risk to take. Let's say #1 priority now is probably getting rid of that minus health. And then we can get rid of the MDM recovery, hopefully. All right, so the assist prevented the injury, which is cool, but we don't have any more of those. Still gonna risk it because I would like some higher numbers. Perfect, perfect. I rarely think I can do better than a 4, so we're not gonna mess with that. As much as I really want to get some food, I want to finish this more, so we're gonna go ahead and do that so we can keep moving on with our lives, all short-lived they may be. Let's see if the captain can finish this off. Awesome, pretty much perfect. So we're gonna finish that off, give +1 die to all the crew, see if we can get some research stuff out of this. Cool, kind of perfect. And the cool thing is, because I used the captain first, the doctor now has that die for their part of the turn. Wow, as much as I don't like the threat of injury, 23 is a lot harder to get. Special ability for the flight control is, oh my god, I think he just died. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that is bad. So I wasn't really expecting to hit 3 or 4 injuries, but we did. I think we need to say a few words for Pakal, our lost mechanic. Oh, Pakal, your face is blurry in death, but you kept the ship together, and without you, we're probably screwed. Okay, bye. So unfortunately, I found that after you lose a crewmate, this game becomes infinitely more difficult. So I'm very much not expecting to survive, especially since as of right now, our ship's going to explode. So let's give it a roll and see how badly this goes. Oh, you're dead. Oh, you're dead. Well, unfortunately, she's the last person, and we need a lot better rolls than this. All right. Hail Mary, here we come. Ah! 1 short. 1 short. 1 short. So close. So close. Oh my god, impending damage. Yep, that's it. That's it. Oh my god. Just explode already. Come on. Or just drift slowly apart. That's fine. I mean, that is more thematically accurate. Oh, I got a score. Don't care. I lost. So that's Tharsis. I like this game a lot. I've played it for about 7 or 8 hours by now. It is a perfect way to scratch that kind of solo board game itch if you're into board games. If you're not into board games, it's still a fantastic little PC game. Very difficult, but not unfairly so. Really, the biggest thing in this game is how well do you manage your dice, how well do you manage your crew and your resources? Can you mitigate the disasters that are befalling you, and when do you take a big risk to maybe come out ahead? I've actually beaten this game on several occasions. It is difficult, but it's not unfair. You're gonna see a lot of people in reviews telling you that this game is impossible and it's crazy difficult and it's so hard and so unfair and blah, 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 blah. And it is difficult. But when you understand the game a bit better, when you understand how dice work, when you get a feel for it, honestly, it's a very winnable game. They recently did introduce an easy mode, so if you are a big whiner and it is a little too hard for you, there you go. You get a chance to learn and get better at the game before taking it head on. I've never played it on hard. I don't plan to. This is sufficient. A lot of people also complain that there's not a lot there for your money. The replayability is very limited. These people probably don't play board games where you will buy something and you have the exact same set of rules, you have the exact same things that you're trying to do and accomplish, and you're just playing that set sequence over and over and over, and that's what Tharsis is. This is a board game in digital format. I hope you enjoyed watching me play Tharsis. Again, this is Shane is Bored. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, because otherwise how will people know that it's good? And if you've liked what you've seen and you'd like to see more, you can go ahead and subscribe. Then you'll get updates as to when I put out new videos. But until I see you next time, game on.